up, guys? What's up?
Feeling you, MP.
What's up, MP?
Looking good, MP? What's up, MP?
Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong.
Oh, God, we're doing something.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. And this, of course, Brent, a cross-conference rival. The kind of game we look forward to as broadcasters.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, sometimes in these rivalry games, younger players don't understand the history of what it is that's about to take place. And so older players, media, fans, they talk them into the intensity of what it is we're going to see here tonight.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And MP has been taking a bit of heat, coming up short on delivering what he's been so vocal about. You got to own it. And MP has taken responsibility. That's the kind of leader he is. The next challenge is how he and this group responds. Can they execute tonight? We'll soon find out.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. And here's Kemp. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a three-point game.
Fast break points, those are the easy ones and so important. MP able to finish it off.
Right wing releases. Rebound, Atlanta. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
And Garnett misses. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Where? Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
A quality find there by MP to take advantage of the defense's weakness.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the foul called on MP. And the foul called on MP. That's his. And So it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're pulling out all the stops, refusing to back down, getting themselves to the line. They've got that defense frustrated.
You know what impresses me? That the refs aren't out of breath from blowing the whistle so much.
That's a good one, Ernie.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Kemp. He's out there with MP. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Toronto got the job done. He scored 31 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. And so it was another big night, something he's been doing a lot of lately. I'm sure he's looking to keep it going tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's 1 for the first 4 to start the second half.
MP with it. Now defended by Warren. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
How about MP using the mid-range, taking what the defense gives him?
Pass to Bennett. Here's Enquist. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Atlanta leading by 4. Offensive rebound. MP off on the layup.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Snatched up. Here's Buster. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
MP converting the tough bucket.
Well, you combine the focus with the balance, and MP not allowing the defense to throw him off his game.
And the foul. Pelicans trail by 5. So for New Orleans right now. And the foul called.
Substitution on the court.
Garnett outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Drains the 3-pointer. Garnett's got 8 points in the quarter.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Takes a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Kemp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's MP. Close in. No stopping MP.
If you get it to MP that close to the hoop, he's going to cash in.
And it's Warren with the ball for the Pelicans. see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. Be careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no Santa.
Feeling you, MP.
These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
At the point guard, 6'4", number 9.
And unfortunately for these teams, Clark, they've both been hit with the injury bug.
You never like to see that, BA. You never want to see teams less than full strength. But you know what? Sometimes it's somebody else's opportunity in these kinds of cases. Let's see if somebody else can really seize the opportunity they're going to get.
And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
Well, look, you had to expect teams to come out playing their best against MP after he said he was going to up his game against teams that finished higher than them last season. He's got a few of these games left on the schedule, and he can still salvage his reputation, but it's got to start tonight.
Now Atlanta starting 5. They've got MP, and it's Crawford in at the 4. Now here's MP to the inside. It's hauled in by Rollins. Here's Philadelphia. 4-3. Simpson no good. Down low. MP no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The drive by Ingram. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And MP throws it down.
That's on the D there. I mean, you got to push MP further away from the basket, or you can expect this to happen.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul. So it's Philadelphia going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now here's Ingram, and the foul called on MP. That'll get... And the Hawks looking at who they've got. They've got MP, and it's Ware in at the 3 slot.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
MP, that one's good.
Love the determination. MP comes right at you.
The Sixers lead by 9. To the wing, right side. Here's Garcia. Pass to Pollard. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now here's MP. He's guarded by Martin. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, great job by MP. Getting that shot off to earn a trip to the line. Nice.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Martin. 3-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
MP shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Turner passes to Pollard. Here's Martin. And it's all from 3-point range.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
Here's Turner. Kemp with a rebound. Hawks trail by 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
MP. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Garcia's got rebound number 8 now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers. 76ers call timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside Ingram. Pass to Pollard. There's the three. Rebound Atlanta. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
MP capitalizing in close.
Takes a lot to distract MP. Nice focus that time.
The Sixers trailing. Here's Simpson. And here's Ingram from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Well, the Hawks shooting just 42% so far in the game. MP shot is off.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Back to Ingram. The three is up. Aldridge pulls down the board. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds now.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Inside, here's MP. It's hauled in by the Sixers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Simpson. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Crawford.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
MP shot is good.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
To the paint. Here's Pollard. Lets the three fly, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
To the middle. Rebounded by Ingram.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
On the take. Aldridge pulls down the board. Aldridge has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
MP says, I'll handle this, and goes and gets them the big bucket.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Simpson. Fires the three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP shot is off. The Sixers leading. Here's Garcia. Nails the wide-open jumper. Garcia's got 6 in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Pollard from downtown. Rebound Atlanta.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Now here's Ingram. The three. On target from range. Ingram's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
It's stolen by Ingram. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Another shot. Rollins. Aldridge pulls down the board. Hawks trail by 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Yep, that one's good.
Love the awareness from MP, showing a willingness to get his teammates involved.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
MP hammers it down.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ingram from behind the arc. And knocks down the three.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately. Serious clutch DNA from MP, stepping up.
17 seconds left in the game, and they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Hawks. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called, the Hawks. They're trailing by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
The 76ers call timeout. Outside Ingram. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one.
Good game, MP. Win some, you lose some. Hey, it's just one loss.
Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been right.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Guys.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat? Oh, my goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And these are the games where teams prove what they're made of. You can beat up on the bad teams all you want, but you've got to be able to compete with the elite ones if you want real success. MP knows that better than anyone, and tonight's his chance to turn it around.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Aldridge is out there with Wallace. Then it's MP, and it's Crawford at the three. Three-pointer, hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number. So with Aldridge sitting on the bench, here's who Terry Stotts is going with. MP out there with Walton, and it's Aguilar at the center position.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
The Nuggets trail by 13, and let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Jazz played some quality ball. He scored 12 points, and he added a few assists as he was able to set up his teammates for good looks. He was impressive in that one. He contributed in a variety of ways. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going.
So it's Atlanta finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish. I'm ticklish. No, I don't want to wear I'm ticklish.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
They know how to.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They've got Frazier. And it's Kennedy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nugget shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And on the court right now for the Hawks. Walton is out there with MP. Then there's Aldridge. And it's Ware in its small forward.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
And stolen by MP. Got a piece of it. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Inside. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and those
Substitution on the court.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Nuggets trail by 21. And the foul called on MP. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This one was over.
Good game, MP. They really thought they had a chance tonight. Can't be reaching like that, MP.
The first team to lay on
That new commercial with Kawhi is fire.
Now game time. Game time. In the house.
This is your bad. I know what. Oh man, we gotta fix this. I'm gonna let you off like moving, put here, like part 4 will be up, like part 3 because like part 3, like you put it on.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Like guys, now I am gonna let you all put here. Part 3 will be like win. So got that top player, big at that time. Quit snaps will be later on, guys. Now, wow, we're on. So you get that time you try to guy. 2 goals. The start of baseball.